You cannot be happy anywhere in the world with anybody in the world if you're not happy with yourself. I mean, you can't, because you're closer to yourself than you are to anybody.
The average man, I believe, the average real man, does not need to go get therapy for the battles and the burdens he's carrying inside. What he needs is for those that he's carrying them for to recognize that they're there and to respect it and to be grateful for it. They don't need to talk it out to get rid of it. They need the one that they're going through this hell for to recognize it's there and to be grateful that the man is carrying this for them. They don't need therapy, they need gratitude. My dad and I were not always on the same page about everything, but I have never met a man in my life where I looked at and said, that guy's more honest than my dad. My dad was the most honest man I've ever known in my life. And no one has affected me more in that area than he did. My dad was always himself, but himself was a good guy. Himself was enough. He was never wealthy, never famous, but he was very much respected in his field. And, there's very little more that a man could ask for when he leaves this world than saying, look, I was known as an honest man. I was known as a very respectable man, and everybody that knew me respected me. They may not all liked me, but they all respected me. And everything else is really not that important. I think we are. I think a real man is born to serve. And serve means provide for those that are in your sphere of you to provide for. It means to protect. It means to encourage. It means to teach and to train. And sometimes it means to step back and let them hit the wall. Sometimes the best service you can do for somebody is to, when it's all done, walk up and look down and say, did that hurt? That's what they needed. But we won't do that because it makes us look bad, and even in our service to others, we do it for ulterior motives.
Toughness is not about how many push-ups you can do or what you can bench press or how far you can run. Toughness is in the mind, and your body can be the most perfect, the most conditioned specimen. But if you don't have a tough mind, if you don't have a toughness of the mind, if you don't have a tough will, you're not tough. It's all pointless. So
it takes two to fight, whether it's a person or a horse or whatever it is. It takes two to fight. And a lot of times you can just, I'm not going to engage. And they're raging and they're foaming at the mouth and they're carrying on person or horse or whatever. And you're like, sorry, I'm not going to engage. I'm going to go do something else. I'm not fighting about this. And there is no fight. It goes out.
Okay, there is no business out there that I can take on. There is no monetary endeavor that I can take on that is worth the gamble of me losing me. It took me years of a lot of grief and pain and work to get to be who I am today in spite of who I was. And I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose myself in business. I don't want to lose myself in trying to earn a better living, in trying to get a name, in trying to do this. It's like I have turned down so much because I've looked at it and I've asked myself, who's this going to make me be? Who's this going to turn me into? Even a little bit. And it's like, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. And so I'm right now trying to find the balance in undertaking something that's not going to alter me, that I'm not going to lose myself, and then not succeeding at something because I was too afraid to try it. And so I
I think a man has to find his own balance. But I think that this thought of men's mental health, emotional health, go get help, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's out of place. But I think, like everything else, I think it could be taken to the point that men just become weak. And brother, let me tell you, in this day and age, we don't need more weak men. If you don't have the backbone as a husband and as a father to be the bad guy, you've got no business being a father or a husband. There's times when you have to know this is not a good direction for my marriage, for my family. And everybody's going to be mad at me. My wife is going to be mad at me. My kids are going to hate me. But in the long run, this is a very bad direction. And I'm putting my foot down, and we're not doing that. And you become the bad guy. But you do it for the long-term strength and safety of the family.